And now, Reps presents the Halloween Trilogy.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost.
We lost touch, Strickland and I, after I left the regiment, so I was surprised to receive an invitation to his wedding. Not until later that evening at the banquet, however, that the memories of our horrifying experience together came flooding back. At the center of the banquet table was a roasted calf, its glazed eyes retaining the last anguished recognition of its own demise. Yes. The chef placed a long, sharp knife against the calf's neck, and in a single stroke, the head fell neatly from the torso, oozing rivulets of blood onto the white tablecloth. And all the while, its sad eyes stared at me. Then I felt Strickland's gaze from across the room. His face was ashen, his hands trembling, and the look of a man wrestling an inner demon. I knew just what he was thinking. The monkey god, and how its eyes glowed red in the split second before the leper pounced. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. My story begins 7 years ago in India. The Puget. It was New Year's Eve, and we were pissed. Strickland was a decent enough chap, but fleet, and an unassuming little man was a beastly drunk. Why we suffered his company, I shall never know. That night, that fateful night, we decided to take a shortcut through a hideous part of town populated by untouchables.
Great God, that Hindu stinks everywhere. It's a running sewer. Oh, and listen to that caterwauling. What say we go unwind some turbans, eh? Rub a few bald heads.
Not a good idea, Fleet. It's a special night for them. Something about their monkey god.
Where's your backbone, man? Your British pride, eh?
Secret midnight ceremonies,
The monkey god. It's the 19th century, for God's sake.
But she...
Push off, you ignorant mongoose.
Oh, easy on, Fleet. Let's get back to my place and sleep it off.
First, I'm going to give them an offering they won't forget.
The temple, 50 yards away, was a ruin of stone columns open to the moonlight and the jungle.
Out of the way, priesty! I've got an offering to make.
Fleet, come back here now!
Fleet knocked the priest aside and marched up to a large altar in the middle of the temple where sat a great stone monkey. The ceremony was already in progress. The zealots were the most wretched human beings imaginable, yet their chanting was hypnotic. Of course, Fleet was oblivious to anything but his own rage.
Look at yourselves! Grown men in diapers bowing before a stared monkey. Makes me sick.
Fleet!
Bugger off!
You're acting the great white hunter!
Oh, capital idea!
What are you doing? Oh my God!
Fleet had shot one of the little baby monkeys preening itself at the base of the sacred idol. Pieces of monkey brains splattered the congregation. Before Fleet could cock his pistol again, the priest wrestled it from him.
You have defiled temple, offended the monkey god. Go!
Nobody tells me what to do!
Please, stop!
And that fool bounded up the altar steps, took the lit cigar from his mouth, and snuffed it out right in the center of the monkey god's forehead.
That's what I think of your monkey gods!
We were horrified.
Look. Fleet! Look at the statue's eyes.
The eyes of the stone monkey began to glow like hell's rubies. Yet before we could fathom the significance, a man dropped from a tree above. A leper he was, wearing but a loincloth over his ashy skin, his feet toeless, his hands stumps, a blackened gash where the nose once was, and a gaping hole for a mouth. He let out the most blood-curdling scream. Grabbed the Fleet and plunged his silver dagger teeth into Fleet's chest.
Oh my God! He's bitten me! He's sunk his teeth into my heart!
Blood spurted at an awesome rate. Fleet staggered toward us, then fainted in our arms.
Grab his legs, Hughes, and let's get the hell out of here!
We ran like hell from that temple, shifting Fleet's body between us as best we could. When we were certain we were not being followed, we set him down a moment to collect our thoughts. His bleeding slowed, but a strange brownish froth had begun to ooze from his nose and mouth.
This is beyond anything I've ever seen. He needs professional help.
We carried Fleet to Dr. Weiss, an expatriate who lived across the river.
Tempting for the hour to treat a madman.
He's delirious. Don't you have something to calm him?
Weiss used an old age remedy. He punched Fleet in the jaw, knocking him out cold.
I say, that's not very doctorly.
Quicker than morphine. Quit his shirt off. In a fight, was he?
We disabused him of that notion and told him the tale of the temple and the leper and the bite.
Good God.
No nose, no lips, no fingers.
No lips, but a full set of sharp teeth. Gentlemen, this is no leper bite. This is the mark of the beast.
We looked at him in total ignorance. What did he mean? The mark of the beast. We then watched as Weiss prepared an ointment of alcohol and camphor. When he poured it on the wound, the bubbling and searing jolted Fleet back to consciousness.
I'm hungry. I want to eat.
Hungry? We looked at him agog, not knowing what to say. Hungry? At that moment, the good doctor's cat crossed the threshold into the room. Fleet flung himself on the hapless creature with ravenous abandon.
What are you doing? What are you doing to my cat?
In seconds, Fleet beat open the poor creature's throat and turned it upside down, and with the nail of his index finger unzipped the cat's belly and feasted on his innards.
Oh my God. My God. My God, what's to be done?
The only thing now is to restrain him. I'll get some rope.
He's a red officer in Her Majesty's regiment.
You mean he was?
Still is. Fleet's a good man, if he stays away from the drink.
Are you crazy? Listen, you twit. Whoever he was is gone now. I say we truss him up and sit tight. And maybe, just maybe, he'll survive till morning.
How dare you?
Shut up! And do as I say. Our lives depend on it.
We waited till Fleet had finished dining before luring him to sit in a large chair in the center of the room.
Cat, tasty, raw bread, salty, delicious. There's nothing better than
While Fleet spoke of exotic cuisines, Vice bound him tightly to the chair.
These ropes will hold a gorilla.
Just then, a howl pierced the night. It came from the jungle. It came from all around us.
March schnell, bar the door, fasten the windows, there's no time to move.
We went about our task with deliberate speed, conscious of the ever-growing danger. And just as we finished securing the house...
Look at him. Look at his face. It's covered in fur. And those yellow eyes.
Listen, do you hear? They're coming!
Who's coming?
Heavy barrel beast within 100 miles. He's possessed. They want him.
We stand by our man.
Use your brain, Strickland. Look at his face. What's he remind you of? A puma? A leopard maybe? But certainly not a man.
I'm not leaving him like this. Hughes, give me your knife.
Strickland cut the ropes. Fleet, or what was left of Fleet, just sat there, his eyes fixed on the front door. The howls and shrieks all around us, how were deafening! We made a dash to a large closet in the bedroom, just as the front door burst open and the horrors of the night entered. At dawn, we emerged from our hiding place to find the room a shambles. Fleet was gone. Only shreds of his clothing littered the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, a toast to Captain Strickland, loyal subject of our Empress Queen. Hip hip hooray! And now perhaps the good captain will regale us with tales of conquering the heathen.
I don't really care to burden you with my experiences in India, especially as my feelings towards the heathen, as you call them, have changed. Man's beliefs, his rituals, religious or otherwise, are frankly his own business, not England's and not mine.
Strickland and I looked at each other and raised our glasses in a silent toast. I saw in his face my own haunted fear. Fleet disappeared into the night with the raving beasts. But who's to say that we too, Strickland and I, do not carry our own mark of the beast? Vice disappeared last year without a trace. And every day, whenever I look, the beast is all around